rasam for my throat today to the hall. Thank you. And idli and dosa from with love from our house. Sip Yogini, sip Atmatrai, sip Bliss, sip Girish, sip Krishna, sip Sagai, sip Tina, sip Vanita, sip Eru, sip Ahem, sip Sukeshini, sip Prashayar, sip Krishan, sip Will, sip Sanjay, sip Xiaomi, Xiaomi, sip iPhone, sip Uma Natraj. We have a very good topic of discussion today, but I sincerely apologize. I also happened to meet Dr. Surinder Goyal today. I don't know whether he's on the call. And he reminded me that we have been on this call together for 4 years. All of you who remember it, Bliss may know from 2020, we are nearly, the fourth year is going to be over very soon. Does the Atma or soul need mukti or freedom? Does the Atma or soul need mukti or freedom? Who would like to go with this very, very interesting conversation? Does the Atma or the soul need mukti or freedom? A lot of people are confused. And a lot of people, in fact, even the Bhagavad Gita experts, they talk of the transmigration of the soul. And we have Krishna, the Gita expert, who will give us her gyan. And then, let us start. Krishna. Krishna. Unmute. Yes, Krishna. Are you there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Shivoham, sir. The
Shivoham.
answer whether self requires mukti is a question. The answer is no.
No, Atma doesn't need mukti. Why? Why Atma doesn't need mukti?
Self is always liberated. So it does not require an extra liberation. No.
Okay. What about those who are not in this belief? Many people have, in this there are many belief systems. There is no single belief system. There are many belief systems. Atma, of course, my Atma needs mukti. How can you say my Atma
transmigration? And Bhagavad Gita does not support transmigration.
Bhagavad Gita doesn't support transmigration of the soul.
Because Bhagavad Gita clearly says, other than birthless, deathless, beginningless, and endless, it also adds other points like it is all pervading, it is immovable, it is stable, it is Stanu Achala, it is stable, it is immovable. So how can it move?
So how do all the followers of the Gita and all the followers of religion and spirituality?
Who followed my guru did not allow this.
Okay, many of the podcasts and the recordings you will hear, you will say, "Meri Atma ko mukti chahiye." It's very common to hear that. So let us get other people on this. Good.
हमारा mind and ego, the ignorance को मुक्ति चाहिए.
किसको चाहिए? Mind and ego.
You should realize the truth. हमारे ignorance जो false identity है, उससे मुक्ति पाना है.
Good, advanced Gyani Krishna. Now Sukeshini. Krishna is advanced, so she is talking from that advanced point of view.
Good evening.
Sukeshini. Is it for you? Yes, Sukeshini.
Soul doesn't need freedom because it's already free. It just goes and gets aligned with the Paramatma.
How it is free, Sukeshini?
I mean,
it is in you. It is in you. How it is free? It is inside you.
When the body dies, it goes and gets in connection with the divine.
But to get that connection to the divine, it needs freedom, na? It needs mukti, na?
Soul doesn't need, sir. The mind and ego, which is in ignorance, the mind and ego because of which we are manifested. That needs.
So who needs mukti? Mind and ego.
Yes.
But the mind and ego does not exist.
Because of ignorance, it exists.
So who needs mukti? Ignorance.
Mind and ego.
But mind and ego does not exist. It's just like saying my mind and ego is hungry. How can the mind and ego be hungry when there is no mind and ego? You often say my mind is stressed out. How can your mind be stressed out when there is no mind?
Because of ignorance, the mind appears.
Okay. So there is a lot of gyan in this group, which is a very beautiful point. As I told you, this call has started 4 years back, and Administrator Surinder comes on the call. Let me know. I think if I'm not mistaken, we have Dr. Sachin on the call today, and Dr. Sachin joined along with Dr. Surinder Goyal. They both are in the Safdarjung Hospital, and I met them today. I met Surinder today, and I just saw Sachin. I hope he's joined the call. Thank you, Sokeshni, for your wisdom.
Thank you.
Girish, Master Girish.
A Jivatman, an individual who lives as body, mind, and ego complex, powered by the soul, requires moksha, mukti, or freedom. Because he thinks that he is an individual.
So, Girish, does the Atma or soul need mukti or freedom?
No.
How do you justify that? Because the world thinks, many people, I can show you 100 books. I can show you maybe 1,000 books which say Atma will get mukti. Have you seen books like this?
In different contexts, they may say like that. But in this call, we take Atman as Brahman.
So for
But
Atma,
when they take recourse to soul, the meaning may be different. But we stick on strictly to Atman.
But for Atma to become Brahman, or Atma to become Brahma, if you pronounce both in silent, you need the freedom, no?
It is already Brahman.
Thank you.
आत्मा ही परमात्मा है, दिल के अंदर उसका निवास है, प्रभु पास है, प्रभु पास है, दूर नहीं वो, प्रभु पास है.
Arre va, arre va, arre va. You come and sing on Shivaratri on 8th of March. Ashok Nichani.
Shivam Sarji.
Shivam, sir.
Sarji, the soul is immortal.
Maybe.
So it's already having freedom with itself.
How can you say that? It is caught inside. It is. You have soul in you or not?
Yes, definitely.
Then the soul needs to be free from you, na?
It will be free from me when my karmas in this life are over and I cannot finish them now. It has got freedom to move out, and then I will take another birth and to finish my karmas.
So the Atma, does the Atma need mukti or no?
No, Sarji. It is a supreme immortal power. Doesn't require mukti.
But it is caught inside Ashok Nichani.
That is because of my karma.
So but maybe because of your karma, but Atma is caught now.
It's not caught. It can, whenever it wishes, it can vanish, Sarji. In one moment, I will not be there.
See, I have to question you because you are not questioning me. The problem is like this now.
Yes, Sarji, it can leave any moment.
Now we are going to change the name of this call. Not Ask AiR. It's going to become AiR Asks. Because you have stopped asking me questions. So let me ask Will. Yes, Will, Bala, Shayad. 3 more people. Thank you, Ashok. Very well said, Ashok. You said what you said is absolutely correct. Will, Bala, and Shayad. And Rumataji.
Shivong Maharaj, thanks for taking this call.
Shivong, tell me, sir.
Well, I think in the background, I think that the Upanishads have made there's a kind of assumption there are just 2 elements. There's Atman and there's Brahman. But in fact, there are 3 elements. And you have to understand there's Atman, there's Brahman, Atman, and then there's the ego, the me. So what needs to happen, which you've repeatedly said, is that you have to understand I am nothing, I am nothing. So I don't think you can call that freedom. I don't really know why you would call that freedom. It's more like when you realize that. And I don't think the word freedom really applies. But the ego, when you realize you are nothing, then according to you, then there's Atman and Brahman are left. But then there's a second stage where you see the Atman and Brahman are one. It's like two stages. First, the ego goes, then secondly, Atman kind of it kind of evaporates, but it's a second stage. It's a kind of so there are 3 objects and there are 2 stages. But I don't think the word mukti or free doesn't really. It's not like that. It's kind of like things disappear.
So beautiful. So
as you
what you've said is very, very beautiful, Will. So now just let's quickly understand what needs freedom. So what you're saying, the Atman and Brahman is like the wave and the ocean. They don't need freedom. The Atman is part of the ocean. It only appears to be like a wave.
Yeah.
But the Atman, like everybody is saying, the Atman doesn't need freedom.
That's it.
But as long as we are caught in the ego,
that's it.
we need mukti, we need freedom, we need nirvana. What is that?
Ignorance.
So we need freedom, right?
Well, you could put it like that. You could put it like that.
You know, let me explain to you the tricky part of it.
Yes, sir.
The tricky part is definitely we are all imprisoned. And definitely there is an element of mukti or freedom. Yes. But the question is, who should get the freedom? Now, some people think the Atma, and this is where Buddha said anatta. He said there's no Atma.
Yes.
Because in reality, there is no Atma. It's only Brahman.
Yes.
The Brahman appears as the Atma.
Yes.
There is no Atma in reality. But when the Brahman is in you, that element in you is called Atma.
Yes.
But actually it is Brahman.
Yeah, well, this is where the problem of they use this word Dvaita and Advaita. And Dvaita is where there's the 3 elements. If there's 3 elements, that's actually Dvaita. Advaita is where there are either 2 elements or 1 element. That's where the ego. If there's 3 elements, that's Dvaita. Advaita either means Brahman plus Atman, or it just means Brahman. So it's a little bit more complicated, as I think, as you've explained. This is not my explanation. I'm taking it from the way you've described it.
No, the beauty is that you have understood it so beautifully and so clearly. So we are just reframing it for the truth. Now, so what people who are Dvaita, what do they believe? They believe the ego is separate.
The ego is separate, and also they say Atman is also separate. So they have they say there are three things.
Yeah.
And the people who wrote the Upanishads, maybe they were Dvaita. They may have been Dvaita when they wrote it. I don't know.
No, they were in Upanishads. There are both. There are Dvaita and there are Advaita.
Okay. Yeah.
So the Upanishads talk of Bhakti Marg and also talk of Gyan Marg, which means if you believe in Bhakti, then you will never be one with God. God will always be separate from you.
Yes, sir.
But when you are in that state of Advaita, then you realize you are nothing. You are not the ego. You are not the body. You are not the mind. And what you are is the Atma, which is nothing but the Paramatma or the Brahman.
Yes.
So, and this is a very interesting thing. And you know that we are working on the Buddha's teaching, but Will always brings a very beautiful perspective. I like the way you put it because it's like a question and helps everybody think. So very good. Thank you, Will. Bala, Shayad, Guru Mataji. Bala.
गुरुजी, अकॉर्डिंग टू मतलब जैसे मैंने सुना है, हम लोग जैन है गुरुजी, कि आत्मा को शरीर नहीं है, आत्मा इज फ्री फ्रॉम ऑल द व्हाट वी से, फ्री फ्रॉम मतलब आत्मा के 9 गुण बताए, अनंत ज्ञान, दर्शन, चारित्र, फुल ऑफ नॉलेज, ब्लिस, आनंद, उसका धर्म ही है आनंद में रहना है. पर हमारे इग्नोरेंस की वजह से, हमारा बॉडी की वजह से हम लोग उसको ट्रबल में लाते हैं और खुद भी दुखी होते हैं, एंड इट वांट्स टू गेट लिबरेटेड, बट our mind and body does not allow it to liberate, Guruji.
Who wants to get liberated?
Atma.
Are you sure in Jain Atma wants to get liberated?
Yes, sir. Yes. Ved Vigyan mein sab aisa hi bataya.
Hello, Google, in Jainism, does the Atma need liberation? I don't think so. I'm not sure who knows about Jainism,
yeah.
Atman needs liberation.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me
Because
Google. Please wait.
no,
No, please wait. I'm asking administrator to Google and check what is
yes.
according, because the Atma, if what you're saying, all the attributes of the Atma, then it does not need liberation. How can it need liberation? But
Atma wants it.
let me check. Bala, just
Yes.
you wait
Yes.
for 2 minutes and I'm getting this checked out. Till then, we are going to Shair and Rumataji. Please wait, Bala. Shair and
Okay.
Rumataji. But Meenakshi, Meenakshi is on the call. Meenakshi, Jain mein Atma ko mukti chahiye kya, Meenakshi? Can you please tell me?
No, sir, no. Atma is already liberated. That is what we have taught us from our childhood.
Pakka.
Because
Because
Atma ka dhyan
Bala says she is also Jain and she says hamare ko Atma ko mukti chahiye.
No, sir, ये misinterpretation होता है. Till your call, I was also in mind that कि आत्मा को, क्योंकि हम लोग को ऐसा नहीं है कि क्लियर है आत्मा को लिबरेशन नहीं चाहिए. आत्मा का गुण ही उसको शांति है. आत्मा का गुण ही आनंद में रहना है. आत्मा is already liberated.
आत्मा का ये भी, आत्मा का एक गुण लिबरेशन का भी गुण है कि नहीं है?
Yes, आत्मा का गुण लिबरेशन भी है, because आत्मा is already liberated. ये आत्मा का धर्म है, मतलब आत्मा का गुण है. That is taught to us. But ये misinterpretation की वजह से ही होता है. गीता also says the same thing, but लोग उसको misinterpret करते हैं. इसमें भी यही है, जैनिज्म में भी यही है. मैं भी मेरे फैमिली में भी किसी से पूछूंगी ना, they will say आत्मा को चाहिए liberation. तो that is
problem. इसमें कोई जुगाड़ है ना, तो problem तो है ना.
Yes, problem है. Because
so
जो गुरु, जो धर्म गुरु वगैरह है, वो भी यही बोलते हैं कई बार कि आत्मा, वो बोलते ही है कि आत्मा ऑलरेडी लिबरेटेड है. आत्मा का स्वभाव ही शांति में रहना है. आत्मा का नेचर ही आनंद में रहना है. बट आत्मा जब तक हमारे शरीर में है, जब तक मोक्ष निर्वाण नहीं होगा, आत्मा इज
let me ask you. So in Buddhism there is no Atma, but in Jainism Atma is there.
Atma is there.
Atma is there. And in Jainism, according to you, Atma does not need liberation. You are clear about it.
Yes, Atma does not need liberation. They also say the same thing कि आत्मा का कभी जन्म नहीं होता, आत्मा का कभी मरण नहीं होता. That is also there.
But does it need liberation is my question. You are sure about it?
Yes, I am sure. Atma does not.
According to Jainism, soul or the self, and siddhi means attainment. Hence, Atma siddhi is translated as self-attainment or self-realization.
But does the soul need liberation?
Liberated soul is said to have attained its true and pristine nature of infinite bliss.
So I think there's some confusion. We will try to deal in this, but Bala and Meenakshi, you need to bring more inputs because there's a confusion in Jainism. Shair, thank you. Shair.
Now, Shivam sir.
Shivam sir.
Atma is the part of Paramatma, like Grish said. The Purusha takes form in Prakriti to experience this world. So actually,
correct.
Maybe the question itself is little bit, there is a caveat in that. Mukti and freedom are both same meaning, but in two different languages. Mukti is in Sanskrit, freedom is the translation of Mukti in English.
Okay, but we are not worried about that now. We understand the meaning of Mukti and freedom.
Yeah, so actually what is, Atma is already liberated. So it is only craving for the freedom from this misery of the body.
Who's craving?
Huh?
Who's craving?
Yeah, Atma needs this freedom, no Mukti.
No. Atma, that's the whole discussion we are having.
Means, as of now, when in this topic discussion, if you say, because both are different.
Shai, the Atma in you, if it wants to leave now, can anybody stop it from leaving?
No.
It cannot. Therefore, is it free?
It is free.
It's free. The Atma is not bound, but you are bound. You are bound because you think you are not Shair. You always thought you are Rajesh Rao. After coming to this call, you realize I am not Rajesh Rao. I am Shair. I am Atma in Rajesh Rao. When this realization is complete, that you are not Rajesh Rao, you are the Atma, immediately you don't need any mukti, you are already
Already I'm
Now,
given there.
yeah,
List.
provided you have the realization. If you have only knowledge which you got from a college, then you are not yet. Then you can say, anybody can say, anybody in this call can say, I am Brahmasmi. Anybody in this call can say, Shivoham, I am Shiva. Do they become? But if somebody realizes that Shiva is in the temple of my heart, not in Kailasa, if somebody experiences Shiva inside, if somebody sees Shiva in each of you, then that is already mukti. Then the question is, am I going to attain moksha? Am I going to live with this liberation, this realization of my mukti till I attain that state of in the moment of death? In the moment of death, one of two things happens. Either in the moment of death, there is realization. And in the moment of death, if there's no realization, there's reincarnation. I always give it to you all in rhyming words so you cannot forget the rest of your life. So in the moment of death, one of two things happens. In the moment of death, there is realization, liberation, unification. Or there is confusion and reincarnation. So we have to be very clear. That's why they say many people misunderstand this point. What happens in that moment of death? You know what it means? Does it mean in that moment of death, if you are in Krishna temple and you're singing Hare Krishna, Hare, you cannot get liberation? No. But if you are in Krishna consciousness, which means that you are in the consciousness that you are Krishna and you die, there is no reincarnation. Then the mukti becomes moksha. And I try very hard again today, I told you Raji came to meet me in the morning. And thank you, Raji, again for the rasam and the dosa. But Surinder Goyal, who's been there for 4 years, came to meet me. And Surinder Goyal was with me for a long time, like Raji. And so many people are coming in the book fair in Delhi and talking to me. And there is such a problem. There is so much ignorance. There is so much ignorance, and people are honestly, they are haath jod ke, they are saying, please explain. Kya hai ye? Kya samachar hai? What is the reality of life? It's not that they don't have knowledge. One moment you have knowledge, and one moment the mind comes and confuses. And the mind will make khichdi. And the khichdi, once the mind makes, then you cannot make out. What is the khichdi? You cannot make out. It's all mashed, smashed. Okay. So thank you, Shair, for your submission. Rumataji, Anjali, Krishna. Has physical thing happening?
Pranam Guruji.
Namaskar, Mataji.
Shivoham Guruji, how is your cold?
Which cold? I have no cold. Atma has no cold.
Your body.
देखो शुरू हो गया. आत्मा को थोड़ी cold होता है.
आप नोज को रब कर रहे थे तो मुझे
ये
ध्यान आ रहा था
you should
कि
say,
you are
you
having
should say,
cold.
how is the cold of your body?
Yes, Guruji.
हाँ,
I
आप बोलते हैं,
mentioned the same
how is
thing.
your cold? मुझे तो ना cold होता है ना heat होता है.
हाँ गुरुजी, your body. जल्दी जल्दी ठीक हो जाइए.
मैं तो ठीक ही हूँ माताजी. बोलिए.
अच्छा गुरुजी, I feel it is clear soul doesn't require freedom. But when I was born, I had no name. Name was given to me after my birth. So I became Kiran for the identity. But from when I was born, I was free of everything, just innocent. As I grew old, कहते हैं ना झूठ और पाप का मैल चढ़े, जैसे जैसे बड़े होते हैं, we are involved in sansar and all these things come in us. But I feel this is I that is to be liberated. That needs
Who
to
is
be.
the one who is thinking I and who needs liberation?
Guruji, soul doesn't need any liberation. It is already free. I need ego.
Who is this I? Who is this I?
Body, I body and ego, that is the main thing which is the hindrance in liberation. That needs liberation. You are free of everything because you have realized the realities. We are still sometimes in bhoga, try to be maximum time in yoga, but we still slip to bhoga. So
That's why
we need.
That's why your realization is not reached liberation state.
Yes.
So you are sometimes having realization, and sometimes you are losing realization. When you are in a state of enlightenment, when you live as a Jivan Mukta, then this switch on, switch off नहीं होता है.
चित प्रज्ञा.
किसी के घर में लाइट ऑफ हो जाता है तो ऑफ हो जाता है, और किसी के घर में लाइट ऑफ हो जाता है तो यूपीएस ऑन हो जाता है. देखा है आपने? अगर लाइट ऑफ होता है, यूपीएस है, तो ऑफ नहीं होता है, लाइट ऑन हो जाता है अपने आप. लेकिन अगर अनइंटरप्टेड पावर सप्लाई, व्हाट इज अनइंटरप्टेड पावर सप्लाई, जानते हैं आप?
नो ब्रेक इन दिस.
उसका मतलब क्या है? अनइंटरप्टेड पावर सप्लाई, यूपीएस का मतलब क्या है जानते हैं आप? क्या है बोलिए?
क्या बोला गुरुजी?
यूपीएस क्या है स्पिरिचुअलिटी में?
गुरुजी, अगर हम भोगा में हो गए, इमीडिएटली वी कम बैक टू योगा.
नहीं, हाँ.
Within seconds.
If you have got yoga, then your light will never go off, na? UPS spirituality में UPS is equal to yoga.
Yes, गुरुजी.
अगर आप योगा में रहेंगे तो कभी हम हमेशा मुक्त है.
हाँ, फिर फ्रीडम की भी जरूरत नहीं है. पर गुरुजी हम 100% होते नहीं है ना, इसीलिए हमें फ्री होना है.
इसलिए तो द क्वेश्चन आपको फ्री होना है. क्यों आपको फ्री होना है पता है? Because
प्रज्ञा में नहीं है.
No, because you are not absolutely sure that you are the Atma. आप बोल रहे हैं मैं रूह माता जी हूं, लेकिन आप बोलते हैं आप रूह है, लेकिन अगर आप रूह बन जाएगी तो फिर आप मुक्त हैं.
हाँ, ये बात तो है गुरुजी.
ये कभी कभी रूह है, कभी कभी रूह आती है, रूह जाती है. रूह ये आना जाना नहीं चाहिए. You can't be sometime ruh, sometime not ruh, sometime ruh, sometime not ruh. Then sometime you are sometimes shaitan, sometime Bhagwan, sometime shaitan, sometime Bhagwan. तो ये फ्लिकरिंग से हमें मुक्ति चाहिए.
ये फेयर नहीं होना चाहिए, कभी होगा तो कभी योगा.
Correct. If you are in yoga, then in UPS आपको uninterrupted power supply है. आप कभी आपकी बिजली ऑफ ही नहीं होगी. Okay. Good. Anjali Krishna Raji. Thank you. Interesting conversation. Anjali Krishna Raji.
Guruji, just now I'm sitting at home and I am free. But once I go off to sleep, if I have a nightmare that I'm in a jail, then I'll keep crying out for freedom. I want freedom. I want mukti. So in that sense, unless I wake up from my dream, I will keep wanting freedom.
Beautiful. And until you realize this world is just a dream, you are still imprisoned in it.
But as long as the dream is on, I'm not able to wake myself up. Now, from a dream, how do you wake yourself up?
When you are in consciousness, you will not have such a dream itself.
But we are already in the nightmare.
Why did you get into the nightmare?
I don't know how I got into this nightmare.
You got into the nightmare because you let the mind become your boss. It's riding your horse. If you kill the mind, who creates the nightmare? Who creates dreams?
But how did I fall into samsara from when I was in a...
Because you're the slave of me, mind and ego, me. And because you're the slave of mind and ego, me, you are in nightmare, you are in this world, you are in samsara, you are in bhoga, you are in avidya.
And how did it initially happen? Like if we were all Atma, we were all Brahman, how did we fall asleep in the first place?
Listen to me carefully.
Hmm.
So you were an Atman. And Prabhu said, Meri Leela mein, in the drama of life, Prabhu made you Anjali.
Okay.
Now you were born as Anjali. Your name became Anjali. And Prabhu told you Anjali before you came here. Prabhu told you, देखो ये संसार ना ये माया है, लीला है. And तुम्हें संसार में डूबना नहीं है.
Okay.
But you pain in samsara and you forgot your true identity.
Okay.
You thought you're Anjali. You thought you're the body, mind, ego. You created karma.
Okay.
The Lord told you. As a child, have you read the Bible or not read the Bible?
No.
Have you heard of the forbidden fruit?
Yeah.
The story. Sometimes this story has 2-3 analogies. One of the analogies God told, don't eat the forbidden fruit. Which means God told, don't ever forget you are Atma, you are Paramatma.
Okay.
But when you came in samsara, you forgot now. The moment you realize you are Atma, in that moment everything will go, including your nightmare. The nightmare is caused by the mind.
Yeah.
But where is the mind you cannot find?
Yeah.
Then how can the mind create nightmare when it doesn't exist? It exists because of ignorance, because of the causal body or Karana Sharir. Ignorance causes the mind and ego to come into existence. When the ignorance is causing mind and ego to come into existence, the mind and ego is driving the body to do karma. We start believing we are the Jiva Atma, we are the body, mind, ego, soul. In reality, there is no body. Body also is manifestation of Atma.
Yeah.
The body is also nothing but energy. The moment the energy leaves, body falls into pieces. We know it, but we don't realize it.
Yeah.
You're understanding what I'm telling you, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
You
it's just a chicken and egg. It's a chicken and egg situation.
So if the chicken and egg situation, tell me where the chicken came from?
From the egg.
And where the egg came from?
From the chicken.
And where the chicken came from?
Again the egg.
So what is the answer to this?
I don't know.
Both are Atma. Both are manifestations of Sipna. It hardly matters what came first now. Both are manifestations.
Yeah, but now the whole problem is how to wake up from this nightmare. I'm not able to wake up no matter how much I keep repeating to myself, I am not this body, mind, ego.
Today should be the last day you are telling you are not able to wake up from this nightmare.
Yeah.
From today you say, I have already woken up.
Okay.
From today onwards, you don't repeat this I can't. This I can't, who's telling?
The mind.
And the mind is making you blind.
Okay.
Stop telling from today onwards.
Yeah.
When the mind tells you can't wake up, you tell the mind, shut up, you nonsense fellow.
Yeah.
Tell the mind, I have already awoken up. I'll kill you, fellow man. I'll kill you. When you tell the mind, I will kill you, I will still you, then there's no mind.
Yeah.
When there's no mind, there is no nightmare. Then you become Ananda, you become Satchit Anand, you enjoy the bliss.
Yeah.
You know, Anjali, the reality of life, we all know. In the reality of life, we don't need to live with fear, worry, stress. We don't need. Because in this moment, we are all peaceful and blissful. But we jump to yesterday, we jump to tomorrow. We live with misery, we live with sorrow. We don't need to. The mind is driving us. The ego is driving us. The senses are driving us. Who is driving us? What we are not. That's why the question today, who needs liberation? The soul does not need liberation. The moment you realize you are not Anjali, you are the soul in Anjali, you are Sia. But you have courage to change your name to Sia. Change your name to Sia. Then today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, how many people have courage to change their name? I told somebody change their name. They said, what? Guruji, what you are telling to change name, Guruji? How I can change, Guruji? But the reality is you are not Anjali. You are the soul in Anjali.
Yeah.
But the moment you start telling yourself, putting this reaffirmation, slowly, slowly, that light will come on. And most important, what I taught you today, don't ever tell, mind is my boss, mind is causing nightmare, what can I do, chicken and egg, when I can come out. No, this is being in mind state. You be in consciousness state. You be in a state of awareness. Whether you can realize it or not, you'll be in awareness. That will help you to get to the next level of realization.
Okay.
Good, Anjali. Thank you, Krishna and Raji. Krishna, Raji.
From this call, no, we are, as you said, we get a lot of right knowledge. बहुत सारा हम realize किया, but still there are so many gaps. So whenever this kind of question comes, मुझे आपसे एक बात पूछना है. मतलब I have a question. I always used to have this question in this particular subject. When they say Atma, मतलब you also have said other than Atma, इधर कुछ भी नहीं है. कण कण में आत्मा है. One day you also said it is not that we have a soul, we are soul. आपने वो secrets में बताया था, 25 secrets या 50 secrets. But now my question is then why आप ऐसे क्यों सभी बोलते हैं कि soul leaves the body or soul departs from the body? क्योंकि एक जगह भी नहीं है जहाँ soul नहीं है ना. फिर how will the soul depart? From कहाँ से कहाँ move कर पाएंगे?
You are talking again from mind state. Now come to consciousness state. Ready? Move to consciousness.
Yeah.
It is just like you telling me, why this bloody wave is telling its wave when the bloody wave is ocean?
Right. Not able to hear.
Why is this fellow wave telling I'm wave when it's ocean?
Yeah, because it has not realized that. I got it.
No. It is no. That's not the answer. Because it is telling it's a wave when it's a wave. Nothing wrong it's telling. The moment the wave, what happened? You can hear Raju? Can you hear me? You have some problem with your connection. Switch off your video.
Yeah.
Maybe your connection. Switch off your video and tell me if you can listen now. Sometime in connection. How can you listen to me now, Krishna?
Yes, sir.
The wave is telling I'm a wave. Nothing wrong because it is not the ocean. No, it's separate. No, it's wave. No.
Yes.
It's not making a mistake when saying I'm wave.
Yeah.
Now your question, why they say Atma leaves the body? Because it is only Atma when it is in the body. Are you in consciousness? Krishna?
I'm not getting it, sir. Because
when the Atma is only Atma when it is in the body. Right? Understood or no?
Yeah, when it is in the body, it is soul, and when it leaves the body, you have said it is sip. I got it.
So where's your question then? Then what is your question then? If you know it, then what's your question?
No, but there is no departing like that. No, because only, and you said the body, mind, and ego is a mithya.
Krishna, please be in consciousness. How does the soul become sip?
Yeah, you all, the understanding is it departs, but the depart word mein mujhe, I fail to understand, sir.
Then you tell me what word you want to use.
I don't know. I always have this, question. So why do people say soul depart? Soul kahan se kahan jayenge?
Don't let your mind make you blind. Be in consciousness. When the water is in this glass, I'm telling it's a glass of water. Any problem?
No problem.
Now I take this water and I put it in the tub. Now I say the water departed from the glass and became the tub.
Yes, because cup में पानी नहीं था.
किसने बोला कप में पानी नहीं था? tub में तो पूरा
flowing with water, you cannot pour it, no.
What?
If the cup up to the brim, if it is filled with water, how can you pour it into a cup?
I'll show you. Can I pour it in a cup and show you now? What's the problem in me pouring this water out? Maybe the brim. If I pour it out, what's the problem? You contemplate, and tomorrow you'll tell me, correct, sir, what my mind was confusing me. You'll tell like that. I'm repeating to you. Brahman, Will spoke about it today. Krishna, can you hear? Brahman is Brahman. When does you answer the question? When does Brahman become Atman?
When the ego appears.
When no, wrong. When does Brahman become Atman?
I don't want to say that it gets into the body.
When the two cells fertilize. When two cells fertilize and become a living creature, the Brahman has become Atman. Correct?
Okay.
If somebody says Brahman entered the body, what is wrong? They say in English, there's no other words to say. Actually, is the Brahman entering the body? But how do you understand? How do you understand Brahman becoming Atman?
Okay. Okay.
I hope you. How can I give you another example?
It's okay because.
How did you make a chapati? The chapati was part of big atta. You took the atta and you took a piece of atta and you rolled it. It became chapati. You made chapati or no?
Yes.
No, the chapati is atta, but it became chapati, na.
Oh.
But you need, once you're in consciousness, you will tell me, I understood. You are Krishna, and now at this point of time, Krishna is troubling Krishna. So you are confused. Everybody, your Vanita, Raji, all understand the answer. They are all understanding the answer. You have a call after this call, they will tell you. Raji and Vanita, thank you, Krishna. Raji and Vanita. And that ends the call. Raji, Vanita, over.
Shivaham Guruji.
Shivaham, Raji.
Yes, actually, nobody gives us so much clarity. That is the problem. That only after coming to this call, we get this clarity. That is why people, I thought, you told, no, people are so much confused and all. Because there, even after whatever you do, we need a guru or proper person who can keep on repeating like this so that we can contemplate. Simply, whatever you study, I had studied lot of books, lots of knowledge, everything. But that because of not having that clarity only, it becomes a problem. Now we got a very good clarity. It is our grace that is different. God's grace, whenever it comes, we will get the clarity. So now it is crystal clear. Now we know that.
Raji,
okay, we just not
Raji, you are wearing glasses, huh?
Yes.
Plus or minus?
Actually, one is now it is 0. Without glasses also I am fine. I just put it to see. One is minus
Vanita,
3.
One minus 3. Okay. Minus
one
3
is
means.
another is 0 only.
Minus 3 means far away you cannot see. If some board is there far away, you cannot read. Correct, yes. Raji?
Yes, I can't read.
Many people like me, Ashok Chotwani, you have got plus or minus? Plus or minus? Ashok Chotwani. Plus or minus? Plus. Ashok Chotwani plus means without glasses he cannot read. He needs glasses to read. Guru is like spectacles. What is Guru? Guru is like spectacles. If you put the spectacles, you can see. Without Guru, you cannot see. A new analogy. Today you got new analogy. Some people say, throw the spectacle. I don't need spectacle. Okay, I don't need Guru. Then you remain blind. Then you remain blind.
Correct.
So Guru is a very important aspect. I told you, for me, one of my first love in my life is my Guru. I was madly in love with my Guru. Because Guru is the one who gives light. Without this light, we are going to continue to fight. Fight with the mind, fight with the world, reach nowhere. Okay,
Today is my happiest day also. Happiest day in my life.
What happened today?
I met you more than this what I require.
Some people tell me my saddest day. I say, why? They said, I met you. Nah, I am so unhappy I met you today. Okay, it all depends on you. You make it your happiest day because you feel the presence of SIP. That SIP energy is in you. Some people don't understand. Love comes from SIP that is inside you. Love is not coming from anywhere else. But we don't understand the real meaning of love. Okay, the last question from Vanita. Remember, after 8:40, if you put your hand up, automatically administrator will put your hand down. Da-dang. So,
Yes.
Vanita.
Yeah. Actually, we planned together to come, but I couldn't come. I really
You're
feel
in Chennai.
very,
You're
I'm
in
very
Chennai.
upset. Yes, I am upset. But
But
anyway, when I come to Bangalore, I'll definitely, I hope I will meet you in Bangalore.
okay.
So what I understood from this call, the freedom is only for the body, mind, and ego. We are in prison. We want to get out of this. So the
Yes.
freedom through the right knowledge from the right guru, from the enlightened guru like you, we know that we are not the body, mind, and ego. So when when I realize that I am not the body, mind, ego, then and at the time of it is mukti, that is the freedom from the cycle of death and rebirth. When the body is doesn't come under rebirth, when it gets mukti, the Atman already a divine spirit, it will get merged with the SIP. Am I right?
First of all, Guru cannot give you realization. You told Guru can give you. Guru's knowledge,
No,
if
not
you
realization.
contemplate.
No, not realization.
Guru's knowledge, the right Guru. If you have
Not
wrong
realization.
Guru, okay. If you have wrong Guru, then chakkar automatically will come again and again and again. If you have the right Guru and you follow the right Guru and you get the realization, I am not the body, mind, and ego. I am the soul. The soul is already liberated. The soul does not need liberation. Who needs liberation? Vanita Mani. Vanita Mani.
The body.
When Vanita Mani says, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the ego, I am Atma, I am soul. When you realize that, then when Vanita Mani dies, then you, the Atma in Vanita Mani, will become one with SIP.
That gets one with SIP.
It's very simple. But sometimes you understood what I was telling Krishna, or you didn't understand what I'm telling Krishna.
Yes. I understand. Now, that is what I was trying to say. Because when I realized that the Vanita Mani, who is not the body, mind, and ego, that goes away at the death, the Atman which gets liberated, which is already liberated. It
and
merges
Vanita
with
Mani,
SIP. At the time
and
of
Vanita
death,
Mani, and Vanita Mani,
that will not come, and there is no rebirth. If I am, if I get mukti, there is no rebirth.
That is moksha, not mukti, moksha. To get moksha when you die, when the body dies, to get moksha when the body dies, you must get mukti today, now. If you have mukti now, and when the body dies, if you have mukti, then you will automatically get moksha.
Right.
You must have mukti when you are alive. Only then you can get moksha when the body dies.
Moksha, yes.
You heard carefully?
Yeah. Mukti when alive and moksha at the time of death.
If there is mukti when alive.
Yes.
If there is mukti when alive, then there will be moksha at death.
At the time. Right. Thank you.
With folded hands. Good questions today. Thank you.